watching MVP Vibe, and we're vibing in the streets. My name is Chantae Crespo, and I'm so excited to get to sit down and interview the wonderful Chantae Cann. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes, we're brought to you by Soul Sessions San Antonio, so thank y'all for having us both here. So excited to get to know you and your music.
Oh, yeah.
I've been listening,
Aww.
and it's incredible. I would describe it as empowering, soulful,
Yes.
feel good,
Yep.
sexy,
All of the above.
all of it. Yes. Is that how you describe your sound?
Yeah, definitely. I've always been one who has just been moved by inspiration. I call myself an inspiration junkie just because I'm so inspired by the smallest thing to something more complex and intricate. Like I'm inspired by life, and I think that my music kind of speaks to that, kind of resonates that. So I really just can't help it. Like all the things that you name, like I just can't help
Encompasses
it. Like,
all of
be
that.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I've been listening to your latest album,
Yeah.
Soul Empowered.
Empowered.
Soul Empowered. And then you dropped that last year.
Not last
No?
year. A few years back.
A few years
that
back.
was 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
So-
it's the most recent project. Full
Okay.
project that's out.
So what made you maybe want to take a break from music?
Okay. I don't know if I ever took a break from
Okay.
music as far as
Or from recording albums?
Yes.
There you go.
So I think that sometimes you can't force things. You have to allow the process to be able to aid you in the next move.
Mhm.
And I think over the years I've learned that being too eager or too hasty with some of the things may have been like a detriment to me in some areas. I think I needed to live a little bit more life. I need to have a little bit more stories to tell,
Yeah.
so that when I do finally release another project, I'll be able to like speak from it as my evolved self. And so I just think that time is a great way to kind of let everything marinate and get grounded in who I really am and who I want.
Is that what
to
you're
be.
currently doing?
Absolutely. Currently working on the 3rd studio album. I'm really, really excited.
That's amazing.
Yes! I have not been this excited in a long time to put out new music. So yeah, I'm just in a really, really good space.
Did you just get started, or has it been? Have you been working
we're
on it?
about, I'd say about between 60 and 75% through with all
Wow.
the music part of
So
it.
exciting.
Yeah, but there's so much else that goes into it. We gotta market it properly. We gotta make sure it gets into the right hands, gets the right support. So that's kind of what we're in right now. But creatively, I just feel like I'm in a more free and open place. And
Yeah.
yeah, I never felt better or more secure in who I am creatively and personally.
That's amazing, because I feel like that what you just described is what gives us a great album. Like everyone that comes out with their album gives it, their inner self in
Yep.
the music. Like,
Yes.
thank you for sharing that. That's
Of course,
amazing.
I'm excited.
Yeah, super exciting. Okay, so you got an album coming out. Now you just not only do music, you do like MVP Vibe and put on people
Hey.
too.
Yes.
You have a show on YouTube, Kia Soul Jam.
Oh yeah, you took it back.
Oh.
you went back. Yes, Kia Soul Jam was.
You're putting people on.
It was really, really fun. It was basically the opportunity that I had to collide with Kia, Kia the brand.
Oh, so that was like a sponsored,
It was a sponsored.
super cute show.
It was so fun.
Yeah, I loved it.
Literally in every city that we went to, we drove around on the road in a Kia Soul because of the album called Soul Empowered. It was like, we're gonna call this the Kia Soul Empowered Tour. So it all kind of just fit together, and we partnered with some really, really dope people. And I got to connect with some of my friends all across the country, and we got to kind of just jam out, have a jam session in the car in the
Yeah.
Kia Soul, and show Kia Soul some love, as well as my favorite friends who are artists as well. So that was so much fun.
That's amazing. Do you have a lot of features on your album coming out, or is it more of a solo project?
I think I have more features than I've had before.
Okay, it's fun to work with others. Yeah.
It's so great. I think as an artist, you kind of grow and you kind of learn. Like, sometimes you can be stuck in your ways, or you can let fear kind of hold you back from like, oh, well, what if and what if and what if this.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've never been more open to collabs in this age of my music.
For
so
sure.
there are definitely some.
Because
cool
what if
collabs.
everything's
Yeah,
great?
Exactly. Like what if this leads to this, this leads to that, and leads to that, and like for a long time, I felt like I was kind of pigeonholing myself by making it feel like work or making it feel like, well, I have to do this, I have to do this. But if you change your perspective to, I get to be a blessing to somebody in this way, or I get to show somebody love in this way, like it kind of helped me change my perspective and flip it to, oh, this is a task to, I get the privilege to do.
Yeah, which I think is incredible.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, you know, you're really grounded in your music and really knowledgeable in experiences that you've been through. What would you say to someone, because we have so many local people trying to come up, you know, that are watching and don't know where to get started. Like, what would you say to them?
I would say find out who you are as soon as you can, because culture is going to try to make you be something that you think you want to be based off of the superficial, you know, drive of everyday life. But if you find out the reason why you were created, it makes things so much more beneficial, because you won't be moved by just the hearsay and you won't be moved by the regular talk of everyday people like in your ear, like, oh, you should do this and you should do that, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that. I think you should just be like, try to find as much of your foundation as you can and expand from there, and that's gonna really be the foundation of where your career can go.
And you talk about also being so inspired by everything, but if you can describe like one thing that keeps you inspired in your life, like one of the things that you do.
Meditate every single. I try to do it every single day.
That breath work.
And I may just sit there and reflect and not only speak my truth, not only be honest with where I am emotionally, but also listen. Mm-hmm. Like what is God trying to say to you? What is the next move? Like, not only it's good to talk, it's good to, you know, have this eloquent way of expression, especially as a creative, but it's also good to listen and just be with yourself.
Yeah, connect to yourself for
Yep.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love that. I love that so much. Okay, and so you have your upcoming album, and do you have any other YouTube shows or shows that you're going to be doing?
We're kind of focusing on the album release show for right now. I'm sure there'll be something in between time, but we're just trying to, you know, keep the momentum going and going as many places. Like,
are you going to be going on tour after your
that is the goal, to go on tour after the album is released, or to at least have a tour.
What would you name your biggest tour?
My biggest tour?
Yeah.
I might have to. That might be giving away some of the album names.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that a secret for now, but it is very.
Where is a place you would like to perform at?
To go, like a venue or like
Where? What comes to mind?
Ooh, I definitely want to go back overseas. London, UK, all of the places that I can go overseas.
Yeah.
I want to go back to my hometown, Chicago. I want to go back to the West Side, LA. I want to go everywhere. Everywhere, but definitely, yes.
And you're from Chicago?
I grew up there. I was born in Cleveland, but I grew up my earlier years to like teenage years in Chicago.
Yeah, I love Chicago. I lived there for a few years.
Really?
Yeah, I love it so much.
There's so much culture there.
So much culture.
I miss it.
Me
miss
too.
it so much. So much great
Me
food.
too. And right now, like, there's something about summertime in Chicago.
Oh yeah,
It's electric.
it's like the perfect temperature, the perfect now. In the wintertime, it's a different story. I'm just like, okay, ready to go back to Atlanta. But
okay. So one more question about connecting with yourself, and real quick, if you see your 8-year-old self today, what advice would you give yourself?
I would say, don't listen to the hype of people that don't really matter. Yeah, continue to create your own path. You're unstoppable. There's nothing that you cannot accomplish when you stay grounded to who you know you were created to be. And just trust and believe in it.
Oh, that gave me chills. Amazing advice. I love it. All right, so Soul Session San Antonio is happening, and you're going to be performing. Are you
Yes.
excited for that?
I'm so excited, y'all. It's been a long time since I've been in San Antonio. There's always love anytime I come here. I love Texas as a whole, but
Yeah.
I know, every city has their own unique DNA, so I'm blessed to be able to come back and connect with my people.
Yes. Well, welcome back to Texas. We're
Thank
so
you.
happy you're here, and make sure y'all check out Soul Sessions San Antonio. And you are watching Vibing in the Streets. Chantae Cann, thank you so much for coming through.